Welcome to the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway.
Hello and welcome to this year's 2023 St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. I'm Jared Floyd.
And I'm Maya Hudgens. During tonight's show, we will be giving away multiple prizes, hearing from St. Jude patients, talking to sponsors, and of course, giving away that St. Jude Dream Home.
Absolutely. This year, you helped us sell 8,500 tickets for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the most we have ever sold or reserved in 1 year. And the Monroe St. Jude Dream Home has now raised over $13 million in that 21-year run.
And that just makes me so excited, and a big round of applause to our viewers who reserved those tickets, our sponsors, and people who have donated so much to this cause.
That's another thing to keep in mind, is that all the sponsors that you hear from, we can talk and we can build homes and we can do all the things that we do, but unless the community gets behind something like this, it's all for naught. So again, it's just really a true testament to how committed this community is to helping the kids and families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Of course, and we've been helping people not only here in Louisiana, but St. Jude's all over the country. Right. There's so many, I can't remember how many St. Jude Dream Homes happen in a year,
44.
But 44 of them. So we're not helping just people here in Louisiana, but hundreds, millions of kids and families.
And make no mistake about it, there are kids right here in our area that are being impacted, families being impacted by childhood cancer, and are receiving treatment at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We've met a lot of the patients that are still here to this day because of the donations that are made possible by this community. Here's an overview of what the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital does. Take a look.
The St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway offers you a chance to win the home of your dreams and other great prizes while supporting the life-saving mission of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. A child's cancer diagnosis sometimes takes families far from home to St. Jude. The St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway helps ensure those families never get a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. When you get a St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway ticket, you're entered for a chance to win a luxurious St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway house and other great prizes. Generous donations of construction materials and man-hours made to St. Jude make it possible to design and build a high-quality home down to every elegant detail. Every St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway ticket supports the life-saving mission of St. Jude, finding cures, saving children.
It's just amazing. I never thought we would be in this place. They've really given our family hope. The donors out there help us and help St. Jude provide for a family like ours.
More than 40 cities across the country host a St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. You could win a house. You will help end childhood cancer.
Well, here coming up, we're about to draw the winner for the open house prize. Visitors at the open house were able to register for free to win custom designed services and furniture valued at $10,000, courtesy of Sleepy Hollow Furniture. However, before we get to that drawing, Jared Floyd sat down with one of our sponsors, Joe Tiffany with Sleepy Hollow Furniture, about how she staged the dream home with furniture and maybe influenced you on some ideas for your home.
There's a lot of St. Jude Dream Homes that once somebody wins it and they move all their stuff in, they've probably taken an idea that you had at some point and brought it to life. So it really does kind of give folks an idea of what they can do with the dream home if they were to win.
It does. I mean, so you kind of think whenever we're in the staging phase of it, and you go through, it's like echo, you know, everything. If people were to walk through in an open house, and you put a lot of people, depending on which year it is, you know, to go through and look at everything. But you think about even the comments of like, oh, well, what size bed could even fit in here? It's like, oh no, this room's small, but then it's staged, and it's like, wow, that just fit a whole bunk bed set with a little play nook for the child, and so it does become a home when you actually put things in it that make it feel like someone could live there, and they can envision the entire space based on what's there. Even if it's not their style, they can feel like, oh, I could see where this could be my home, or this, you know, person could live here with me in this bedroom.
All right, Joe Tiffany with Sleepy Hollow Furniture. We appreciate everything that Sleepy Hollow does, including being a part of this year's Open House Prize, which is the first of this year's drawing. And as Jamie Sheridan, our CPA, will do a little bit of spinny spin, and we will draw our $10,000 custom design services and furniture courtesy of Sleepy Hollow Furniture. You did not have to reserve a ticket. All you had to do is visit the Dream Home. And this year, Zane Corbell of Monroe, Louisiana wins $10,000 in custom design services and furniture courtesy of Sleepy Hollow Furniture. Zane Corbell of Monroe, congratulations. Thank you for visiting this year's St. Jude Dream Home. We'll visit with Jamie in just a few minutes, but Maya, we're off and running with all of this year's prizes.
We are, and I know we're going to be finding out who wins that lawn care package pretty soon, so that's coming up in just a little bit, but I'm very excited to see who's going to be winning that lawn care package. Well, moving on, we're about to see firsthand what St. Jude Children's Hospital does for children and families who find themselves with a cancer diagnosis. Many times hearing the news of cancer can bring fear and sorrow, but St. Jude does their best to bring comfort and joy. For little Abraham, the power of family keeps him strong, and love for each other helped ease the family through childhood cancer. Take a look.
To be a mom, it just feels, it's nice to be able to give yourself to them, to care, to take care of them, to help them grow every time they learn something new, or just to know that you were there for everything, and to see everything you kind of get to relive again. When I first held him, I kept saying, he's perfect, he's so perfect. It's hard to think of that day. We didn't know this would be coming. And to take that perfection, and then now we're going through a hard time, and he's still my boy, but it would be hard to tell myself on that day that this would be coming.
En ese momento, las vidas de nosotros cambiaron.
Cancer is, it's so common. We all know somebody that has cancer, but you don't expect it to happen to someone so small, to your baby. It was hard to wrap my head around, and still is. Some days it doesn't feel real. He's fun and everything, but we didn't know how it would be when he had his little sister. A toddler, it can be kind of scary having him around a baby, but he's caring, he's loving. Ever since the beginning, he's protected her and loves to kiss her, hug her. Once in a while they get into it, but he's very loving, caring. They have so much for the kids, the arts and crafts. Abraham loves going to all of those, and it just exceeded my expectations. St. Jude has given us hope, love, home, a home away from home, and it feels like home. I hope Abraham can grow up and just be happy. That's the most I can hope for him. He'll always be himself, but he'll just have a happy life.
And again, these are the stories that are repeated across the country and across the world thanks to your generosity. And this is what we'll be giving away in about 40 minutes or so at 204 Mazon Drive, right off the 11th fairway there at Frenchman's Bend Golf Course. A beautiful home built by Braco Construction, valued at $400,000. Got the hidden pantry, 2,600 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And again, it is an absolute treat. And you do not want to miss this opportunity, or you have missed this opportunity if you've not reserved your tickets. But 8,500 have completely been reserved. That's $850,000 raised for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, just in case you wanted to do the math there. And again, an absolutely stunning home. We're about a half hour or so away from giving that home away, but we have plenty of other amazing amazing prizes to give away first, including the tickets on sale prize. And that is a lawn care maintenance package that, well, I don't want to tell you about it because we have Matt Bridges standing by with Maya, and he can tell you all about it. Take it away, Maya.
Right, Jared. Well, joining us now is Matt Bridges with 3B Outdoor, who is providing the tickets on sale prize package. Matt, thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm excited to find out who's going to win this awesome package. A lot of things on that list you're giving away there.
Oh, yeah. We're donating a zero-turn mower and a lot of Echo handheld products, so and a big maintenance package as well.
Now, they're going to have everything they need to take care of their lawn this summer, because I know everyone loves a beautiful yard as the summer approaches.
Oh, yeah.
So why is participating in the St. Jude Dream Home campaign so important for you guys at 3B Outdoor?
Well, I think this is our 5th or 6th year we've been doing this, and, you know, it's just a big deal. We know a lot of friends and families that have been affected here locally in Monroe, and just to be able to contribute back, you know, and share our blessings with these people here, it's great.
That's awesome. And how long have you guys been a sponsor for the Monroe Dream Home, and what's kind of your favorite part of it?
I think this is our 5th year, if I had to guess. They know better. I'm bad with numbers. But just getting to know everybody, you know, we've created good friendships out of this deal, and it's just been great just to be around all these people with a giving heart.
Yeah, and what would you like to say to people who are at home who reserved a ticket early on, and not necessarily just doing it for this home and for these prize packages, but truly doing it for the people of St. Jude?
I think if you got the ability to give and help, you know, you need to, because St. Jude's an awesome organization. They help children and they help families, you know, because these families go through a lot, and you know, they're able to have that burden of financial relief from them. I think it's great.
That's awesome. And how does it make you feel knowing that you're making a difference in the lives of children and families of St. Jude who might have gotten this diagnosis of cancer, and they're sitting there thinking, what are we going to do now?
I just think we're just sharing our blessings. Whatever God's given us, we're just giving it back.
That's awesome. And taking a look at that lawn care package, it looks like we're going to have the Exmark 42 zero-turn mower, the Echo string trimmer, Edger handheld blower, hedge trimmer, with extended maintenance and service plan.
That's a lot, ain't it?
That is a lot, but I know some people are going to be very, very excited about that. And of course, we're going to find out who that lucky winner is coming up. Thank you so much, Matt, for being a sponsor of this and donating these items to people so that we can really raise money to hopefully find a cure for cancer and childhood cancer.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jared, let's send it back over to you. Maybe get a look at those package that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a look at the Exmark 42-inch zero-turn mower. Part of the prize package that is valued at about $10,000. And again, I tell you what, it is an amazing package. And I think Matt also kind of highlighted that as you take a look at the amazing package there that will be given away just shortly. Jamie will say a few words, but I think for a lot of folks, Matt says it best. There are so many relationships built that folks are just so happy, and I say it all the time. It's like we're getting the band back together every year, and it's just a celebration of this entire community. One of those people that plays an extremely important role into making sure this is all done right, to make sure that everybody's reserve ticket goes in at the right time, to make sure that if you're eligible, that you bought your ticket at the right time, you reserved it at the right time, that it gets into this hopper at the right time. And that's Jamie Sheridan, who's been doing this for a very long time. Jamie, I know that you have to officially kind of account for all of these tickets, so I'll go ahead and let you do that now.
That's right. I'm Jamie Sheridan Crawley with the CPA firm Halsey Harwood Sheridan, and I confirm that 8,500 tickets to the Monroe St. Jude Dream Home have been counted and verified. Oh. Now, throughout the giveaway show, I will be placing tickets into the hopper based on the date of purchase and the eligibility for the prizes. And I'm going to load the rest of the tickets on sale tickets.
There we go.
Now, all tickets purchased on or before the tickets on sale deadline are now in the hopper.
All right, and again, that's just to make sure that if you reserve your ticket at the right time, that it gets into the hopper at the right time. So Jamie and Maya and myself will continue to do the spinny spin spinneroo. We will keep an eye to make sure that there is a small little slot here at the top to make sure no tickets fall out, and make sure that everybody has their equal chance. Again, she's got the key on the wrist. It's like the Blues Brothers with their harmonica. Anyway, an Exmark 42-inch zero-turn mower, Echo string trimmer, edger handheld blower, and hedge trimmer with an extended maintenance and service plan, courtesy of 3B Outdoor Equipment today, goes to Michael Dupree of Monroe, Louisiana. So, Michael, congratulations. You are this year's Tickets on Sale prize, and I will hold on to that because that is a very important piece of information. And that is 2 prizes down out of the 5 that we will give away today. We still have the Mazda Sedan, courtesy of the Dream Day Foundation. You can see that just right there on your screen. Of course, we'll also talk to Tiffany in just a little bit about that prize. But Maya, we're off and running, and we've already given away some amazing prizes. This is just an exciting time.
I know you said Michael. I thought you were about to say Maya there for a second. I was like, I won, okay. But
she's not eligible,
Michael.
folks.
Sorry.
and that's the other thing to keep in mind. We're not eligible, so that also is a kind of a sign of the things to really give a testament to this community, is because, again, we're not eligible, so we just kind of push the tickets. Jamie, real quick before we kind of let you split, I just want to ask you a few questions, or ask you a question. You know, you come back and do this every year. Why do you continue to volunteer your services and help out with this as well?
Yeah, there's so many great organizations that are well deserving of volunteerism, and St. Jude is just one that I am fortunate to be a part of and have been since, I think, 2007.
Wow.
I think I've been spinning this wheel since 2007.
And counting every last ticket to make sure they get it. And in all seriousness, Jamie takes her job very, very seriously, and we really appreciate her willingness to come back every year and to be so meticulous and to take this so seriously. That way, every one of those 8,500 ticket holders knows that they have a chance to win this home. Again, we will be giving away a Mazda 3 soon, courtesy of the Dream Day Foundation. But more, for more on what St. Jude does for our children and families, here's more. Take a look.
Ariel is a little firecracker. She's a ball of energy. She's always ready for fun. So it doesn't matter if anybody's tired or whatever. If she's ready to play, she's like, okay, it's time for fun. When we first made it to St. Jude, my baby couldn't sit up on her own at all. The tumor had pressed up against her spine to the point where it basically paralyzed her. She couldn't feel her feet or anything like that. I was scared, honestly. This is a 2-year-old child. When we got there in 2021, she was in a lot of pain. We were in somewhere totally different from where we live. And when I received the diagnosis with my daughter, my hope was gone. But when you get there and you meet all these people that are willing to be there for you, help you, not only with your child, with yourself, and just mentally, everyone's like, hey, we've got your back. We're not gonna give up. And when you see other people not giving up on your child, that makes all the difference in the world.
Wow, you're so smart. Yay, high five. Good job.
My daughter Ariel was diagnosed with malignant rhabdoid tumor of the spine. She was 2 years old. She has had radiation, chemotherapy, numerous blood transfusions, platelet transfusions. I've had times where I've, kind of wanted to break down and things like that, but just seeing how strong she was about it, I'm like, what am I, breaking down for? This little girl's taking it like a champ, so I should be there and be happy and support her and just, hold myself together for her. She's taught me to really be strong. Her favorite thing, most definitely, is therapy. Therapy is play to her. She cries when she leaves. She's like, I don't want to leave. I want to play. I want to do this. But therapy, definitely. And just to see her start to make those steps after treatment and the surgeries that the doctors have done, it was just like a miracle. It was amazing. I was like, thank God for St. Jude.
Sweet girl.
Everything that they say they do, they do. And I just want people to know that it's real. And she turned 3 and she's still taking everything like a champ, still going, still playing, still just as happy. I'm more proud of her than anything.
Well, Ariel's story is just so touching, and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital wouldn't be able to help these patients without the help of the Dream Day Foundation. I'm joined now by Tiffany Graves, who is with Dream Day Foundation. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's an honor.
I know, it's like the day that it's like the Super Bowl for St. Jude. We've been waiting for this day. We just know the impact that it's going to make for so many children and families. Start by telling me, what does Dream Day Foundation do, and what is kind of the mission?
Yes, Dream Day Foundation's mission is to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and we do that through fundraising, advocacy, and special events. So part of our mission is to support the Dream Homes and also to host a day for St. Jude families to come to Louisiana.
That's awesome. And so you kind of mentioned that you're a part in 14 different St. Jude Dream Home campaigns. So tell me a little bit about that. How does that work, and just being a part of something so big and impactful?
It's huge. So we really just wanted to be a part of all of the different communities that the St. Jude families who attend our event are a part of. And so what we do is we just reach out to those dream homes in those communities and see where we can help out and see where we can assist with the whole campaign. And so we're excited to be a part of this one.
That's awesome. And you also mentioned that there is also a day where St. Jude patients all come together. They get to hang out. Tell me a little bit about that. That seems like it would be probably a very exciting day for a bunch of people.
It is. It's very rewarding. It's called Fishing Galore. It's hosted in May. It's hosted out in Clinton, Louisiana. We have families from all over the country come down. All they have to do is register. We put them up in a hotel if they're from out of town, and we provide basically a private invitation fair on a 1,000-acre ranch.
Wow.
There's fishing, and there's arts and crafts, and lots of course, Louisiana food. But there's all sorts of fun things for the whole family to do. It's mom, dad, brother, sister, sometimes best friend, whoever's going through that journey with them. We want to include them on that day.
That's awesome. You guys play such a vital role in fundraising and advocating for St. Jude children and families. How does it make you feel? Like, I think you mentioned a break. You've been doing this for how many years?
Yeah. So Dream Day has been around for 29 years. I've been doing this since I was 12.
Wow.
We won't say how old I am now. I've been a part of it for a very long time. It is a very rewarding thing to be a part of. The raising of the money so that the children at St. Jude can have the funds available to them so that they can have all of their treatment and housing and travel and food paid for while they're there. And also that day that we have is just, it's such a renewing day to see all of the hope and the happiness that those families have even in their tragedy.
Yeah, and those that are watching right now may not truly understand what buying a Dream Home ticket does for those children. Can you kind of explain the importance and how that money is used, how you guys give that to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital?
Yeah, so when you purchase a ticket for the Dream Home, you are really just becoming a part of a community. It is, you know, of course, this home raised $850,000 this year, and that is just a miracle for the hospital, for St. Jude. And so purchasing that ticket, you're really just becoming a part of the hope for those families that are arriving today at St. Jude.
And y'all are providing the Mazda 2023 Mazda 3 sedan. Tell me a little bit about that. I saw that it's red. It looks really nice on the interior as well.
Yes, indeed. It's super sporty. And these days, you know, who doesn't need a car to go with their home? Possibly you might get both.
Hey, wouldn't that be really cool if you won both the house and the car? I mean, the possibilities are there if you bought your if you reserved your ticket early enough for that.
That is correct.
Well, Tiffany, thank you so much for talking to us about everything that you guys do, and of course, what you guys do for St. Jude and all these different communities across the country.
All right, thank you.
All right, Jared, well, I'm going to head over to you, and we're about to draw for this car.
All right. You should have waited until you know, they took this shot, and then you could have won.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Do we need to rerun it?
No, it's a huge jaunt from 3 feet over there to right over here. Jamie's back here, and again, as we get ready for the Mazda 3, there is the ticket for the tickets on sale prize. Michael's ticket goes back in, along with all of the tickets that were reserved after the first deadline, but before our deadline here. So Jamie locks them all back in. Again, this is for our Mazda 3, 2023 Mazda 3, courtesy of the Dream Day Foundation. Somebody is about to win a car. We'll go ahead and we always make sure we do the spinny spin spin. Did we do it right? Jamie's also here to make sure that we don't just completely botch this as hopper spinners. She's a pro at this, folks.
She is.
All right, she's
all right.
digging down deep. All right, the winner of this year's early bird prize, the 2023 Mazda 3 Sedan. We just need one, Jamie. It's a miracle she doesn't slug me every year. Chuck Halley of Monroe, Louisiana is the winner of the 2023 Mazda 3 Sedan, courtesy of the Dream Day Foundation. Chuck Halley. So congratulations to Chuck. And again, that is now 3 of 5 prizes that have now been given away. Now, in full disclosure, and I need folks to know this, we've still got 35 minutes left. So we're going to make you wait a little bit longer to see who wins this Dream Home. But we still have amazing interviews to go. We still have more sponsors to talk to. We have Brian Allen with Braco Construction, who is going to talk about this year's home. We get to do a little virtual tour. Did you get to see the home, Jamie? Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful, so we'll get to do that as well. But again, congratulations to our early bird prize winner. And again, just we're off and running with the prizes for this year's St. Jude Dream Home. All 8,500 tickets will be in here soon, and we will be giving away a home.
And I'm pretty sure we're giving that gift card away coming up next, $2,500 to a Visa gift card.
Right.
So wherever you want to spend it, that's your choice.
I'm telling you, these are life-changing gifts. And we'll also get to sit down with Mike Brotman, who's right around the door right there, and we'll talk to him about what Assurance Financial does for regional Dream Home campaigns as well.
That's right, Jared. Well, it's a good time to remind you that when you reserve a ticket for the Dream Home, you make an impact across the world. St. Jude is finding cures and saving children everywhere, not just here in the United States, but globally. Take a look.
Across the globe, the vast majority of children with cancer will die.
No child should die in the dawn of life, and that means no child anywhere.
At St. Jude, we don't care who cures cancer, we just need to advance the cure.
El foco y el objetivo de St. Jude es conseguir avanzar en el cuidado de los niños con cáncer en todo el mundo.
The thing we are called to do is to make sure these kids are surrounded by people who know how to provide the very best care possible.
Patients from all over the world can look to St. Jude to do cutting-edge research as well as to identify new and better treatments.
We're constantly developing new therapies for rare pediatric cancer, and we share our information globally, and that's the hallmark of St. Jude.
And again, the St. Jude Dream Home campaign would not be possible without our national sponsors. 44 Dream Home campaigns across the country. And the national sponsors that you see behind me have a hand in every single one. And we've had the privilege over the last 2 years to sit down and speak with representatives of Brizo, and Shaw Floors, and Train, and Bosch, and Kitchler, as you take a look at those national sponsors there on your screen. Of course, a lot of these are household names. Brizo responsible for all the plumbing fixtures that you see in this year's St. Jude Dream Home. Again, not just this Dream Home, but Dream Homes across the country. Brizo provides those water fixtures, and then of course they are installed by our local subcontractors who are also hands-on and have such a role in making sure that those national brands are put into our local homes. Shaw Floors, of course, has all the flooring. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? But they also team up with our local subcontractors like Holton Flooring to make sure that all of the flooring is installed. And again, they provide all of those materials as well. Train, of course, our HVAC folks. They team up with our local subcontractors like Jilly's Heating and Cooling to make sure that you are comfortable in your new St. Jude Dream Home. And again, those Train units are built to last, and they are spread out, again, 44 Dream Homes across the country. Bosch, the appliance provider, and of course Bosch is the top of the line when it comes to state-of-the-art appliances, whether it be refrigerators or dishwashers and things of that nature. In fact, they have one of the quietest dishwashers. I saw the video, was fascinated by it. But again, Bosch is one of our national sponsors. Kitchler, of course, is our lighting sponsor, and they provide all the light fixtures that you see, and again, illuminating our 2023 St. Jude Dream Homes all across the country. And again, they provide anything that our designers and our subcontractors need or want. It's not just, hey, we're going to let you have these types of fixtures and you can only pick from these. They pretty much open their showroom to our local subcontractors, our designers, and folks like that, and they say, pick what you need. Make sure this home is absolutely spectacular. Make sure that this home is absolutely perfect for your local dream home, because every dream home is going to look different depending on where you are in a certain region across the country. Out west, they look a lot different than our dream homes here in Monroe, but ours are spectacular every year. And of course, if you would like to hear from our national sponsors, you can go to myarclimits.com. The full interviews are posted there for your viewing pleasure. Maya?
Jared, that's right. I mean, I was at the Dream Home multiple times over this past few weeks, over the past month, and I got to see some of those floors be put in, those appliances put in, the lightings, and of course that beautiful master bathroom. It's just so gorgeous. So big thank you to all of our sponsors there. We also want to say a big thank you to our viewers at home who reserved their $100 ticket. Your donations to St. Jude help save the lives of kids and allows their family to be there to support them. Kids like Cameron are thankful and alive because of your support. Take a look at his story.
One of his nurses nicknamed him the kid with the magic smile. Cameron, we found, had a specific type of medulloblastoma, but thank goodness through the research they learned that there was a specific type of treatment for Cameron's cancer, and it was, I mean, very effective. You know, he responded, the way he responded was just, it's still amazing. It's like the sun slowly rising, just better, better, and better. There is no other place that will care for you and your child the way St. Jude is going to. I was here because I wanted my son to get the best treatment, but now I say that I feel like I'm part of a family.
Well, I'm joined now by Mike Brotman with Assurance Financial. They're sponsoring the bonus prize, which is a $2,500 Visa gift card. That's a lot of money there, Mike. Thanks for being here with us today. I'm kind of excited to find out who's going to win this. I've been excited about who's going to win every prize because it's just really good prizes, including this gift card. They can kind of spin it wherever they want to, which is kind of cool.
Wherever you want to use it.
Well, how long has Assurance Financial been working with the Monroe St. Jude Dream Home campaign?
We've been with St. Jude about 5 years now and look to continue sponsoring.
Yeah.
You know, it's our corporate payroll giving program, or St. Jude is our corporate donation. Yeah. And then we also do other dream homes in other markets and sponsor some of the walkathons and stuff like that. So we've been involved with St. Jude for a while.
That's awesome. And you know, why is this something that you guys continue to do year after year? You know, you've been saying you've been doing it for 5 years. Why is this so important to you guys?
Well, for us, it's people we know in the community that have been touched by St. Jude, have benefited from St. Jude. We've seen it in our community, surrounding areas. We know people personally, and it's such a great charity and such a great benefit for those children and families.
Yeah, and we've kind of been mentioning over the past 33 minutes about, you know, we're not just impacting kids across the country, but right here in Louisiana, some right here in the Twin Cities, North Louisiana. So we truly are making an impact. You guys are truly making an impact. You know, whenever you sponsor these types of gifts, people, it encourages them even more to reserve a ticket, to have a chance, but also to hopefully find cures for childhood cancer. You mentioned that community, but you know, why is it so important to be a part of this campaign for you guys?
Well, for us, it's just one way to give back to the community. We do other local sponsorships and try to stay involved with the community because that is who we serve ultimately. As anyone who's a homeowner, want to be a homeowner with our business, and we just like to be able to give back to people in the best way possible and promote things within our community development.
That's right. And what would you like to say to people who reserved a ticket and are currently making a difference by just reserving that ticket in itself?
Well, we want to thank everyone who participated this year and previous years, and thank you for your ticket reservations, and just keep donating, and we hope you win one time.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too, definitely. And Mike, you mentioned also that you help in a bunch of different areas, not just here in Monroe, but campaigns across the country. Tell us a little bit about that. You know, y'all aren't just here locally, but working everywhere.
Yeah, Assurance is in several different states, and we sponsor other dream homes in other states as well as across the state in markets that we're in. And again, our corporate giving campaign, it's like the payroll deduction plan and stuff. we try to do a lot annually for St. Jude's.
Awesome. Well, Mike, thank you so much for being here today. Of course, telling us all about this. That's $2,500 Visa gift card. We're about to find out who that is. So, Jared, we're about to send it back over to you to start spinning that wheel.
Yep, we'll get to that in just a minute, but just a reminder also that Chuck's ticket will go back in first. Maya will make her way over. And also, before as those tickets continue to make their way in, what y'all don't know is Mike Brotman's a scratch golfer. He doesn't know that either, apparently. No, I'm just kidding. But you still owe me 18 holes once we're done with this whole giveaway. We appreciate what Mike, and also every golf tournament I ever play in, Assurance Financial always has the best refreshments at their tents. There's always something grilling. There's always something to drink. It's always great stuff. So we appreciate Mike and what they do regionally, not just locally, but regionally to impact multiple dream homes, including us here in Monroe. As you just saw, Chuck's ticket, the winner of the Mazda 3, goes back in. Jamie made sure that was the case. As we start to roll a little bit, we want to get another spin there. Jamie's making sure that we get it all spin in and no tickets fall out. All right. This is our bonus prize, the $2,500 Visa gift card, courtesy of Assurance Financial. I tell you what, these are life-changing gifts. Any way you slice it, I say it all the time. And this year's $2,500 Visa gift card goes to Sunny Moon of Ruston. Congratulations on being this year's winner of the bonus prize, a $2,500 Visa gift card, courtesy of Assurance Financial. I say it every year. These are life-changing gifts. Yep. Any way you slice it, $2,500 that you can use anywhere that Visa is accepted, where Visa is accepted everywhere. You know, so again, these are amazing opportunities. If you missed out on your opportunity this year, make sure that you pay attention to next year, because groundbreaking on our next year St. Jude Dream Home is probably just a couple of weeks away. Yep. So again, and also for those that are waiting, we're just about 10-15 minutes away from seeing who wins this year's St. Jude Dream Home. We still have a virtual tour to give away. There's our live shot. We'll get to the virtual tour in just a little bit, but again, well, actually that's earlier footage, but we'll get to the live virtual tour with Stephen Pappas, who's out at this year's St. Jude Dream Home in just a few minutes. But Maya, again, an exciting time as we count down to the end of the giveaway. And
I know. You always have been saying this hour, it flies by, and it really does. But I know people at home, they're like, okay, we got to get to this home.
No, you're going to wait.
Well, Jared, many people, or many viewers, I say, may not realize that when you reserve your $100 dream ticket, you're really saying, hey, I believe in St. Jude's mission of finding a cure for childhood cancer. And when you believe in their mission, you're helping kids. You're helping kids, you know, of course. And so
Felicia and a lot of these other amazing patients. We've talked about the patient stories at amazing times, and like I said, we continue to just help kids all across the country, including this patient story. Take a look.
Well, Felicity means happy, and I feel like I was supposed to name her that because she really is happy all the time. People are drawn to her. She is like a magnet. Oh, she's adorable. She's extra adorable. The doctor came in and they showed the MRI, and it was covered with tumors. And at that moment, I thought that my baby was gonna die. And on June 18th, Father's Day, we hopped in our car, and St. Jude was our home for 7 months. On Christmas Day, we were in the hospital. It was her first Christmas. It was our first Christmas being parents. St. Jude has given us happiness and the right to be a family and not worry so much. That's what it's given us. And now fast forwarding, here we are 4.5, 5 years later. Felicity is healthy and striving.
Happy birthday, dear Felicity. Happy birthday to you.
She's growing healthy and staying strong and learning how to write and how to read. One of her favorite things to do right now is heading to the trampoline park. Go! Our life right now, it's the most exciting time. I love Christmas. I love to decorate my home. I love parties with family and friends. We were so excited to share Christmas with Felicity and have all of these moments in our home and not being at the hospital. St. Jude allowed Felicity to live a life. I want to say thank you to all of the givers. Thank you for always believing in the mission of St. Jude.
Well, that is a very sweet story. We are getting closer to finally giving away this year's Dream Home. Now let's take you on a virtual tour of the home filmed by Brent Avara of Coldwell Banker. Wow, that beautiful home is located in Frenchman's Bend subdivision at 204 Maison Drive. And the man behind it all, Brian Allen with Braco Construction, joining me now. Brian, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Now that house, we just got a virtual tour of it. Man, breathtaking. That is such a beautiful home.
It sure did.
It really did. Now, start by telling me, how has being a part of the Monroe St. Jude Dream Home impacted you? I know you guys have been with the Dream Home for so long.
Yeah. 13 years.
Wow.
And it's impacted us in a number of ways. We actually went on a cruise this summer, and we was wearing something had St. Jude in it. What'd you get the shirt or whatever? And we tell them what we do. Then we hear their story, you know, about their son or or their friend. And we've been in Colorado skiing one time. I just think about it. So it's impacted us in so many different ways, not just locally.
Yeah.
You know, you're always, somebody's been impacted by St. Jude, and I think that's probably what's impacted us the most. It's I was talking with some of the staff with St. Jude earlier this month. You know, I think sometimes I'm getting a little complacent after 13 years. The excitement is not as excited as it was at first as far as working on the home, because it's becoming more of a routine. We kind of know what to do each year. But yeah, then when we come to the giveaway like today, and to see who may win, and is it going to be one of my friends? Is it somebody I know?
Yeah.
You know, that it's impacted us in many ways, but probably the most is when we visit with someone that's heartfelt thank you for what we do.
Yeah.
Because they've really had a struggling time in their life.
And people say that, you know, practically everyone knows someone or is related to someone who has gone through cancer, whether that was as an adult or as a child. But like you said, like, it's an impact that pulls on your heartstrings. Like, even just being involved in this for the 2 years that I've been doing this, it really gets a hold of me every time I do this. And when I'm sitting here talking to you, like, it's emotional, definitely seeing all of this happening. And Braco Construction has been helping the St. Jude Dream Home campaign for years, like we mentioned. Why is this something that you guys just keep coming back to? I know you kind of touched on that, but, you know.
You know, each year, again, we think about it. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of our time from other jobs that we could be working on or struggling. Sometimes other customers get disappointed because we're trying to meet the deadline. We're over at the St. Jude job, why you're not on our job, and we think about not doing it again. But I don't. Then I think about, well, what would it be like not doing it? So yeah. I don't really know how. So I think it's just a way of our life that we're used to doing. Somebody asks, how long will you do it? I don't know.
It's just something you do.
It's just something we do, yeah.
And you know, you have a lot of other people to thank as well, those subcontractors. Tell me a little bit about them and how this process starts and how it all gets done to turn into something like that video we literally just saw.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you asked that, because I don't think I'm going to name any of the subcontractors' names, because every one of them's important. Yeah. They'll be on the credentials later, yeah. and it was on the sign, and we have it on our Facebook pages. St. Jude has it on their pages. So please take the time to look at everyone that's helped on this dream home, because I'm just the man behind the scenes. Seriously, those guys are the ones that are doing it. They are the ones that's giving their trucks, their fuel, their time as well. Their labor, some of the owners of the businesses pay for their labor to do it. Sometimes some of the labor works free, but this day and time, that says a lot, and it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But we have subcontractors that's been with us since we started the Dream Home 13 years ago. They've done every one of them. We've had a couple that were doing Dream Homes before I got involved, and then we have new ones, some that have just came on this year. And thank you, subs, vendors, everyone that's given your time, thank you so much, because you don't get the recognition you deserve. I know they're not doing it for that, but they don't get what they deserve.
And I have to speak highly on them too, being out there giving these updates weekly on the St. Jude Dream Home. I've seen them out there. They're working hard, but they're having a good time when they're out there. Yeah. They're having a good time, and anytime I'm there, they're saying, oh, we're excited. We're ready to see who's going to win this home. To know that your hard work is going to be rewarded and is helping a good cause, but also life-changing for someone who wins this awesome home. So that's really awesome in itself. Well, Brian, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about it, and of course all the work that you do behind the scenes for the St. Jude Dream Home. And we're going to take a look at another patient.
Eleanor steals your heart. She was diagnosed at 5 weeks old, a type of leukemia, and it's associated with Down syndrome. She's been fighting against the odds since the day she was born. Talking to the doctors and nurses, they were on top of it. They got this, we got this, it's gonna be okay, and we're gonna get through this. Here it's like a celebration of life. There's so much great stuff happening. The doctors and nurses are her best friends, and you can tell that they love her, and you could tell she loves them, and that relationship is just amazing. We're just so grateful for them.
All right, we're trying to squeeze everybody into this shot. You guys have plenty of room over there.
Yeah, y'all can squeeze a little out if you want.
If you want to adjust that shot so everybody's centered up as best as possible, just so we can have everybody in here for the final part of this year's St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. And before we go, I want to say, first off, to Miss Beth and Mr. Lester, who are some of our ESA volunteers, thank you so much for being here. We didn't get a chance to talk to you guys, but they have been a part of our open houses. They are there to make sure that everybody's there, that everybody that visits has their questions answered. You guys were reserving tickets if folks wanted to reserve tickets. They were helping folks register for the open house prize. We appreciate everything that you guys do, and it's just a joy. I love Mr. Lester's tie.
Hey, and Jared.
I'm not mistaken. It's almost since I've been doing it.
A long time to get a
Mr. Lester, I know you don't have a microphone, but how long have you guys been doing this?
Since the first Dream Home in Shreveport in '91.
Since the first Dream Home in Shreveport in '91. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. I don't want to get too emotional because it's one of those things that every year we stop and we all take this deep breath and you look at all these people that have something to do with this, and there are so many other people on this piece of paper that give their love and they give so much devotion to this project. Brian just said it earlier. There's a lot of folks that dedicate their lives for a couple of months to making sure this happens. And you know what? They could be going out and doing other jobs and making plenty of other money elsewhere, but they donate their time and their efforts and all the labor. And everybody that we talk to, everybody that we ask, why do you do it? They go, we love the kids. Yeah. And that, I think, just drives the whole point home, Maya.
No, I agree.
And so as we get ready to give this away, I want to go through a couple of our local sponsors just to put you in suspense for just a few more minutes. But of course, Braco Construction, Brian's right here to my left. Strickland Interiors, there's Jan, does a phenomenal job every year. I love the floors, by the way, this year. The black and white tile, awesome. 3B Outdoor Equipment, of course, Matt's right over there. We appreciate him. Dream Day Foundation, Tiffany right over there, of course. Assurance Financial, Mike, there he is, right over there. Awesome golfer. Big Z Country, Z107.5 always helps us out. Coburn's, Holton Flooring, Sleepy Hollow Furniture. You heard from Joe Tiffany earlier. Russell Moore Lumber, Twin City Granite, Jilly's Heating and Cooling, and a list of other subcontractors and folks that just spend so much of their time donating to this. All right, are we ready?
I guess so.
All right, so
Sunny Moon goes back in.
All right, so Sunny goes back in. Jamie puts the last of the tickets in. So all 8,500 tickets are now in the hopper. We're going to spin this thing a whole bunch of times. That way everybody gets ruffled up in here. We'll make sure that no tickets fall out. This is for the 2023 St. Jude Dream Home, built by Braco Construction at 204 Maison Drive. I got a golf tournament out at Frenchman's Bend this weekend. I promise I will not hit your new home.
Hey, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Okay,
Nice
some promises weren't meant to be kept. I'll try not to. All right.
We're ready?
Jamie's got the Blues Brothers key right there. People that don't understand that, that's fine. All right, she's digging down deep. This year's St. Jude Dream Home winner. Deep breath. And this year, the 2023 St. Jude Dream Home winner is Ashley Tucker of West Monroe. Congratulations. You are this year's winner of the St. Jude Dream Home in Frenchman's Bend. And I will go ahead and pass this off the screen to our St. Jude folks so that way they can go ahead and start contacting a person that may be either screaming right now or they may have to revive them from passing out or something along those lines. And again, Brian, I want to take a few seconds before we bring out the big novelty check, which is genuinely my favorite part of this entire thing. But any last words for the person that just won this home? We've all blessed it. We've all signed the floor and everything like that, but it's just an amazing time.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking earlier, we were thanking the subs, the vendors, thank you guys for everything y'all do to help sell the tickets. Thanks St. Jude for the organization. But we need to thank that lady that bought that ticket and the other 849,999 people.
I agree.
You guys that are watching this, hoping to win this, I know you may, everybody but Ashley may heart just dropped, you know. But think about that check you're fixing to see, that's from you guys, and we want to thank you as well.
Yeah, and I don't think that folks can drive the point home. For those that don't realize, it costs over $2.1 billion a year to runs St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Am I right?
I think it's 2.1 a year, 2.1 billion a year.
Billion. I thought
Yeah, billion. B.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's a lot of money, and that's an unfathomable amount of money for at least me, and most of us around here. So again, for those that have won their prizes, you've not only won a prize, you've also given life, you've given hope, you've given love, you've given comfort to families all across our area, all across the country, all across the world. Again, a reminder, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital never sends a bill for housing, treatment, travel, food. These kids arrive. They are they are met. The doctors and the nurses and the treatment specialists, they know everything about these patients, and they meet them, and it's just such a special place. I got to visit there back in January, and it was just something very, very special. I'm going to walk over here for just a second because we haven't got to talk to Jan yet today.
Hey, and Jared, real fast,
I
think it's important to note too.
No, you got your own microphone.
Hey, that's okay. Either mic. It's important to note, like, this is another record-breaking year for the Monroe campaign.
Correct.
Never have we ever raised $850,000 in one Dream Home campaign. So our viewers helped us do that. The most tickets we've ever sold, the most money we've ever raised. So I just think that in itself is really, really awesome as well.
I agree, and we'll get Craig out here with the novelty check in just a second. But I'm gonna wheel back over here. Jan, you did a great job again this year. You have anything else that you would like to say before? Because like I said, I think everybody got a chance to speak, so I just wanted to give you an opportunity to say something real quick.
Just the same that Brian said. Thank you to everybody in our community, the sponsors, everybody that bought a ticket. I mean, it wouldn't be possible without every person that gives to this project.
All right, Mr. Lester, I love that tie. All right, Craig, come on out here. Craig is one of our ALSAC representatives. ALSAC, of course, the fundraising organization that helps with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Craig's out there. Bring the novelty check into the middle, man. $850,000 for the kids of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the kids and the families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. This is such a special time to be able to say, we just donated $100,000 more than $750,000. And again, it cannot be understated. For those that have never been to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, this is such a worthy cause. And I want folks to know that. Maya, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Do you have any final words?
Hey, I just want to say it's such an honor to even be a part of something like this, the campaign, to see the behind the scenes, to hear from patients, to hear what you guys do, to see our loyal viewers donating and reserving a ticket. It really brings tears to my eyes. Never did I think 2 years ago when I first started that I would be so connected to something like this, but I'm getting choked up.
Yep.
So that's it.
Suck it up, Maya.
No, I know. I'm a big baby over here.
In all seriousness, it's a beautiful donation, a beautiful show of generosity to this community. We can't thank you all enough. Seriously. Matt, Brian, Mike, Mr. Lester, Ms. Beth, Jan, Tiffany, Maya, Jamie, and again, Maya has put her heart and soul into producing this broadcast.
I can say the same for Jared,
So
too.
we really can't thank everybody enough. It is a labor of love. And for all of us here at the Fox 14 NBC 10 studios, for all of our subcontractors, our donors, our sponsors, thank you so much for your support of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Congratulations to our winners, and we'll see you next year.
Colostomy Care Clinic of West Monroe, a unique approach to